Today, we're focusing on owner relations, which is all about building effective partnerships in property management. This is a crucial aspect because strong relationships with property owners lead to better communication, trust, and ultimately, more successful property management. Throughout this section, I'll highlight strategies and best practices that help foster these partnerships, ensuring that owners feel valued and confident in the management of their properties. Let's dive into how we can enhance these connections for mutual benefit. When we talk about owner relations in property management, we're really focusing on the strategic relationship between property managers and property owners. This relationship is crucial because it sets the tone for everything that follows. At its core, it's built on trust, open communication, and shared goals. Without these elements, managing properties effectively becomes much more challenging. In essence, strong owner relations form the foundation for successful property management, ensuring that both parties are aligned and working together toward common objectives. Understanding what owner relations truly mean helps us appreciate why this connection is so important in achieving overall property success. Here, we're looking at the core relationship in property management, the partnership between the owner and the property manager. The owner entrusts their property to the manager, who oversees the day-to-day operations. But it's not just a transactional relationship, it's really about collaboration. The owner relations piece highlights the importance of communication and trust between both parties. When they share common objectives, oversight moves beyond mere supervision and becomes focused on delivering strong performance. This partnership is key to maximizing the value and success of the property. When we talk about understanding owner objectives, it's crucial to focus on several key areas. First, maximizing property value is often a top priority. This means making strategic decisions to enhance the worth of the property over time. Next, generating consistent rental income is essential for maintaining steady cash flow and ensuring profitability. Minimizing vacancy and operational costs plays a big role here too, keeping these at a low level boosts overall returns. Lastly, maintaining the property condition is vital. Proper upkeep not only preserves value but also attracts and retains quality tenants. These objectives form the foundation of effective owner relations and successful property management. Now, let's dive into some critical components that guide our approach. First, the investment strategy is the foundation. This outlines how we allocate resources to maximize returns while managing risk. Next, financial expectations set the benchmarks we aim to achieve. These help us measure success and adjust plans accordingly. Timeline and growth are closely linked. We establish clear milestones to track progress and anticipate scaling opportunities. Analyzing owner goals is essential to ensure our strategies align with what's most important to the stakeholders. Lastly, owner relations play a key role in maintaining transparent communication and building trust throughout the process. Together, these elements form a cohesive framework that drives sustainable success. Let's take a closer look at the core components of a management contract. First, the contract itself defines the overall agreement between the parties involved, setting the foundation. Then, roles and responsibilities clarify who does what, ensuring everyone knows their part in the process. Next up, the fee structure outlines how payments are handled, which is crucial for transparency and fairness. The terms and conditions set the legal framework, detailing the rights and obligations to avoid misunderstandings. Performance metrics allow us to measure success and hold parties accountable based on agreed standards. Lastly, owner relations focus on maintaining a strong, collaborative partnership, which is vital for the smooth operation and long-term success of the management arrangement. Together, these elements create a comprehensive and effective management contract. Now, let's review the essential elements that every contract should include. First, the scope of work clearly defines what services or deliverables are expected, so there's no ambiguity. Next, compensation specifies how and when payment will be made, ensuring both parties agree on the financial terms. Duration outlines the contract's time frame, letting everyone know the start and end dates. The termination clause explains the conditions under which the contract can be ended early, providing a clear exit strategy if needed. Liability addresses responsibilities and risks, clarifying who is accountable in various situations. Communication protocol establishes how and when parties will communicate throughout the contract period, keeping things transparent and efficient. Finally, owner relations focus on maintaining a positive and professional relationship between all stakeholders involved. These elements together form the backbone of a solid contract. When it comes to takeover procedures, the key goal is to ensure a smooth handoff that protects trust and maintains continuity. First, the pre-takeover assessment is crucial. This involves reviewing all relevant records, assessing the condition of the property, understanding the owner's expectations, and identifying any immediate operational risks. This groundwork sets the stage for a successful transition. Next, the transition plan must be clearly defined. It's important to assign specific responsibilities, transfer all necessary documents, notify stakeholders about the upcoming changes, and establish a clear timeline for the handoff. This structured approach helps prevent confusion and keeps everything on track. Finally, the post-takeover review allows us to confirm that continuity has been maintained, address any gaps that may have appeared, and evaluate if the takeover has met the owner's goals and expectations. Throughout this process, maintaining strong owner relations is essential, as trust and communication are the foundation of a successful transition. Let's take a closer look at the key components involved in the takeover process. First, property inspection is crucial. This step ensures that we thoroughly assess the condition of the property and identify any issues before moving forward. Next, documentation review plays a key role. We need to carefully examine all relevant documents to confirm everything is in order and nothing is overlooked. Tenant communication is another important part of the process. Keeping tenants informed and addressed helps maintain a smooth transition. Then, the systems handoff involves transferring all operational systems effectively to guarantee continued functionality. Lastly, owner relations are essential throughout the process to maintain a strong partnership and clear understanding. Together, these steps create a comprehensive approach to managing the takeover successfully. Here, we're breaking down the fundamental calculation for property profitability. It all starts with gross rental income, which is the total income generated from renting out the property. From that, we subtract several key expenses: operating expenses, which cover the day-to-day costs of running the property, vacancy allowance, which accounts for periods when the property isn't rented, and maintenance reserve, set aside for needed repairs and upkeep. What remains after subtracting these costs is the net operating income, essentially the property's core profit before financing and taxes. Understanding this calculation is vital because it provides a clear picture of the property's financial health and helps in making informed decisions. This focus on owner relations underscores how crucial it is to communicate these insights effectively with property owners to align expectations and strategies. Here we have some of the key financial metrics that are crucial for evaluating an investment. First is the cap rate, which measures the return on the property based on its net operating income relative to its purchase price. This gives us a quick snapshot of the potential annual return. Next is the cash-on-cash return, reflecting the cash income earned on the actual cash invested. This metric is important because it focuses on the investor's actual out-of-pocket cost and the corresponding cash flow. Then we have the operating expense ratio, which shows what portion of the income is consumed by operating costs, helping us assess efficiency and potential areas for cost management. Finally, owner relations is a factor worth considering as well. Keeping good relations can positively impact long-term returns and property stability. Together, these metrics provide a comprehensive view of financial health and investment potential. Now, let's dive into some essential tools that help us make sense of the numbers and turn them into actionable decisions for property owners. First, expense tracking is key. It allows us to monitor and control costs effectively. Next, rent comparisons help us understand market positioning and ensure our pricing is competitive. ROI projections give us a forecast of potential returns, guiding investment strategies. All these elements come together within profitability analysis tools, which are designed to focus on the big picture and help us see trends clearly. Ultimately, better tools empower us to transform raw data into informed decisions, strengthening our relationships with property owners and supporting long-term success. Effective communication is truly the cornerstone of maintaining strong owner relations. By providing clear and regular updates, we ensure that owners feel informed and confident about what's happening. This transparency not only builds trust but also keeps owners engaged and involved throughout the process. When owners know they're being kept in the loop, it fosters a sense of partnership and reliability, which is essential for any successful relationship. When it comes to owner relations, clear and consistent communication is absolutely key. First, setting clear communication expectations helps everyone understand how and when updates will be shared. Providing regular financial reports keeps owners informed about the property's performance and builds trust. It's also important to promptly update owners on any property issues, so they aren't caught off guard by unexpected problems. Scheduling quarterly reviews allows for a structured conversation to address any concerns and plan ahead. Finally, being responsive to inquiries ensures owners feel valued and confident that their questions and concerns will be addressed in a timely manner. These best practices create a strong foundation for a positive, transparent relationship. When it comes to maintaining long-term relationships, especially with owners, there are three key elements we focus on: consistency, reliability, and transparency. Consistency is about providing steady, dependable service that builds confidence over time. Owners begin to trust us because they know what to expect. Next is reliability. This means following through on our promises. Trust isn't built by words alone, but by actions that match those words. Finally, transparency involves clear reporting. Keeping owners informed and engaged ensures everyone stays aligned with goals and progress. Together, these three principles help us nurture strong, lasting relationships. Managing owner relations can be quite complex, and there are three main challenges we often face. First, misaligned expectations. This happens when goals differ regarding income, upkeep, or timing, which can lead to frustration. Additionally, if roles and responsibilities aren't clearly defined, duties can become blurry, causing confusion. Sometimes, service standards are simply assumed rather than agreed upon, which only adds to the disconnect. Next, financial disputes are another major source of tension. Questions about fees can quickly erode trust, and disagreements over expense approvals can create friction. On top of that, profit expectations aren't always realistic, which can lead to disappointment and conflict. Lastly, communication gaps present significant challenges. Slow updates can leave owners feeling uncertain, and inconsistent reporting undermines transparency. If concerns are missed, those issues can escalate into full-blown conflicts. Addressing these challenges thoughtfully is key to maintaining strong, positive relationships with owners. When it comes to resolving conflicts, it's important to keep the process moving forward steadily. The first step is to listen and understand the perspectives involved. Taking the time to really hear everyone's concerns helps build trust and lays the groundwork for a solution. Next, we address those concerns directly, making sure that all issues are acknowledged and considered. Then, we move on to finding solutions that work for everyone, focusing on collaboration rather than confrontation. Finally, it's crucial to document any agreements made to ensure clarity and accountability. By following these steps, listening, addressing concerns, finding solutions, and documenting agreements, we can maintain positive and productive owner relations. Now, let's focus on financial reporting and transparency. This is crucial because transparent and clear reporting helps build trust with owners. When we provide detailed monthly income statements, owners get a clear picture of the property's financial health. Expense breakdowns offer insight into where money is being spent, helping to identify areas for cost saving or improvement. Maintenance reports keep everyone informed about ongoing property upkeep and any issues that may affect the value or operations. Occupancy metrics show how well the property is performing in terms of tenant retention and vacancy rates. By turning raw data into understandable and actionable reports, we create confidence and strengthen owner relations. Essentially, transparency is not just about numbers, it's about building a solid foundation of trust. Here we see several important warning signs that property owners need to watch closely. First, declining rental income trends can signal trouble. It means the property isn't generating as much revenue as before, which could impact cash flow. Next, increasing vacancy rates are another red flag. More empty units mean less income and could point to issues like location, pricing, or property condition. Rising repair costs also demand attention, as unexpected or escalating maintenance expenses can quickly reduce profitability. Finally, tenant complaints should never be ignored. They often highlight underlying problems that, if left unresolved, can lead to tenant turnover and damage the property's reputation. Together, these indicators serve as early warnings that help owners address problems proactively and maintain strong owner relations. Trust is something that we need to build right from the very first interaction. It all begins with the first impression, how we communicate, how promptly we respond, and how clearly we set expectations. When we establish trust early on, it creates a solid foundation for all owner relations moving forward. Being professionally competent and demonstrating immediate responsiveness shows that we are reliable and dedicated. So, the key takeaway here is that trust isn't something that develops over time alone, it starts on day one, and how we handle that initial contact can make all the difference. Maintaining great relationships requires continuous effort and adaptation. It's important to regularly seek feedback so we can understand how we're doing and where improvements are needed. Being flexible and adapting to changes ensures that relationships stay strong even as circumstances evolve. Investing in skills helps us communicate better and solve problems more effectively. Finally, staying informed about industry trends and best practices keeps us ahead and supports ongoing positive owner relations. This continuous improvement mindset is key to building lasting, successful partnerships. To wrap up, the key takeaway is that strong owner relations are built through clarity, consistency, and trust. First, it's crucial to understand owner objectives early on. This sets the foundation for everything that follows. Next, documenting agreements clearly ensures everyone is on the same page and reduces misunderstandings. Consistent communication keeps all parties aligned and informed throughout the process. Tracking and reporting profitability helps maintain transparency and shows the value being delivered. Finally, investing in relationship maintenance fosters long-term partnerships. When expectations, communication, and performance remain aligned, owners feel confident, and these partnerships can last and thrive. Moving forward, our focus is on transforming strong owner relations into a sustainable and repeatable advantage. This means building clarity around expectations, ensuring profitability, and consistently following through on commitments. First, it's crucial to align every decision with the owner's objectives, making sure our actions truly support their goals. Second, we need to measure performance with clear and transparent financial reporting, so everyone understands how the business is doing. And finally, maintaining trust is key, which we achieve through proactive and open communication. By prioritizing these areas, we can strengthen owner relations and create long-term value. To wrap up, for your next steps, start by reading Chapter 5 thoroughly. Focus on understanding owner objectives, contracts, and how profitability ties into these elements. These are crucial concepts. Additionally, I recommend checking out the supplemental materials, including the Appfolio article, which offers great insights on building strong owner relationships, the NR article highlighting improvements in agent-consumer interactions, and the video that explores how real estate agents connect with investors. For practical application, use the flashcards for quick review to reinforce your learning, and take some time to prepare one strategy aimed at strengthening your communication with owners. This approach will help you build more effective, lasting relationships moving forward.